This is News 12, Varsity's Game Time. Tonight from the MENNEN Arena in Morristown, New Jersey, it's the New Jersey Public B State Championship game as the Crimson Knights of Wall Township take on the 7th-ranked Panthers of Glen Rock. Hello again, everyone. I'm Lou Brogno alongside Dylan Butler on the call. Glen Rock and Wall Township playing for the Public B title. Very interesting matchup. Wall Township playing in their very first championship game, obviously looking for their first title. And Glen Rock, Dylan, in this position a year ago at the Prudential Center, coming up short against a very good Ramsey team.
Yeah, and so the similarities are there between the two teams. And Glen Rock, that was a tough spot for them a year ago, and they admitted that. It took them some time to get used to their surroundings and get into the game. They've been there now, and they've got the advantage. They were the top seed coming through. Top seeds have struggled a little bit this year in New Jersey, but they found their way through against a Wall team that not many expected that would make it here.
Well, it certainly has been a Cinderella season for the Crimson Knights of Wall, a number 13 seed in this tournament, and they've been led by one of the top players from the Jersey Shore. Shane HAVILAND comes off a 4-goal performance in the semifinals.
That's what you want from your captain, and he is the leading scorer for Wall and one of the top scorers down in the Shore. So he's a guy, if he can get a goal early, that's going to be huge for them. Another guy who knows his spot and how important these games are, and he comes up big in these games.
And Glen Rock features one of the top explosive players, really, from northern New Jersey, Jake Kinney. Hey, he's the all-time leading scorer for the Panthers.
Yeah, and he eclipsed his brother in doing so earlier this year. And hockey has been in the Kinney family. Glen Rock hockey has been in Jake Kinney's blood for many years. So this is his last opportunity, his last hurrah to get Glen Rock their first first Public B championship.
So we're just moments away from dropping the puck. Should be an interesting Public B title game. Wall Township making the trip from the Jersey Shore, taking on Glen Rock, and it's coming up next right here at News 12, Varsity's Game Time.
The love, yeah, it's in our souls. The passion, it's in the cheers. And in that pivotal moment, we live and die with every pass, block, steal, and game-winning dunk. And we wouldn't want it any other way. Don't miss a minute. Download the News 12 Varsity app today.
This is News 12, Varsity's Game Time. Tonight from the MENNEN Arena in Morris Township, New Jersey, it's the 2017 Public B State Championship game as the Crimson Knights of Wall Township take on the 7th-ranked Panthers of Glen Rock. Hello again, everyone. I'm Lou Brogno, joined by Dylan Butler. We welcome you to the MENNEN Arena for the Public B title game. The big Cinderella story of this tournament so far, the Crimson Knights of Wall Township, 18-6-2 on the year, taking on Glen Rock, the number 1 seed. The Panthers with only 3 losses on the year and coming in ranked number 7 in our News 12 Varsity Tri-State poll.
And Wall head coach Mike Dianora in his 16th season, finally getting himself to the big game in the Public B Championship. And Glen Rock, first-year coach Anthony Yelovich, what a great job he has done this year. First year, former Clifton standout, finds himself getting Glen Rock to back-to-back trips now to the state final.
Second straight years, Dylan mentioned the Panthers have been in the state championship game. Last year, they were upended by an outstanding Ramsey team by the score of 5-1 at the Prudential Center. And these two teams trying to win their first state championship in school history. For Wall Township, it is their first appearance in the state final. The Crimson Knights in their road crimson uniforms trimmed with blue and the navy blue numbers and letters. And Glen Rock, the higher seed, in their white jerseys trimmed with red and black.
And Lou, unlike our previous 2 championship games, there is no familiarity between these two teams. They don't play each other during the year.
Wall Township out of the Shore Conference, and Glen Rock, of course, in the Big North Conference in Bergen County. The goalies to our right for Wall Township, Logan Beatty outstanding goalie, all short conference second team, single season record holder for Wall Township. Had 37 saves in the semifinal win over Middletown South, a 92% save percentage. And for Glen Rock, Ryan McCauley in goal to our left, 88% save percentage on the year, has done an outstanding job for the Panthers. But Dylan, the big story with Glen Rock is their offense. This is an explosive offensive team.
Yeah, and Lou, it's taken them some time. You know, it's a new coach, new system, and it probably took them the first month or so of the season, maybe even midway through the season, to finally get comfortable with what Anthony Yelovich is trying to do. There's the first attempt towards the net. It goes wide and out of the zone, but it has taken some time. You know, you've got different coaches. Everyone has their own idea on how they want to play, and these guys, though, really came on strong end of the season. Big win over Bergen Catholic in the Bergen County tournament to reach the finals where they lost to a Don Bosco prep team that we just saw lose to Del Barton. Here's a chance.
Here's a chance for Glen Rock, a 2-on-1 in front. The shot and the save made by Logan Beatty. So he comes up big early on for Wall Township. That's a big stop as Glen Rock had an opportunity early.
Yeah, 2-on-1 break and a good pass to Cassidy. And Peter Cassidy had the shot, and you never want to see your goalie look behind you, but that's what happened there, but it does stay out.
Face-off comes to the left of Logan Beatty. And it's won by Glen Rock. The feed in front there by Spencer Jeffries of Glen Rock. And in the corner to play it there is Ryan Burns, outstanding defender for Wall Township. Here's a shot that's kicked away by Beatty. That shot taken by Joe Morty of Glen Rock. Panthers take it back to the blue line. There's a shot that is knocked around in front again. It was Spencer Jeffries. And the puck comes out towards the blue line. Now giving chase along the boards and shoveled ahead, Ben Sakic for Glen Rock. And Wall comes out of there with it. Crimson Knights send it up towards center ice where it's intercepted by Jared Bracel of Glen Rock. Going back to play it, Bobby Seelinger, the short conference defender of the year for Wall Township, has had an outstanding season for the Crimson Knights on the backline defense. He flips it across ice, and it comes to center ice. Wall Township takes it into the offensive zone. This Wall team, by the way, scored 7 goals in the semifinal win over Middletown South as they beat the Eagles 7-3.
And you see early on, Larry Hooper really energized, a few big hits, getting the Wall fans excited. Watch out, ref.
In the corner, shot along the boards by Ben Sakic, and then behind the goal, Eddie Corvelli. Corvelli's had a good year. 15 goals, 16 assists. Here's Jake Kinney, the all-time leading scorer for Glen Rock in their history. He's got the puck in front, trying for a wraparound. Flips it back outside to Sakic. Sakic back to Kinney. Kinney takes it into the corner. And then taken away by the Crimson Knights. Wall Township takes it up across the blue line, flips it to center ice where it's punched right back in by Glen Rock to the side of the goal. Bobby Seelinger sends it up for Wall Township. And the puck loose at the blue line, slapped ahead by the Crimson Knights. But offside is the call on Wall. So the faceoff will come outside the blue line.
He mentions Jake Kinney, and you know, it's interesting. He knew that he would surpass his older brother as the all-time leading scorer in Glen Rock history. That happened early in the year, but he was so happy to kind of get it out of the way. He could play the rest of his senior season, and you know, he's had 2 older brothers to play at Glen Rock. So, you know, he was a boy just in the stands watching Glen Rock hockey, and now he's their captain playing in his last high school game.
Panthers send it back up into the Wall zone. Trying to catch up to it there, Stephen Caranasos, a 2-year captain on defense for the Wall Township team. He flips it back at center ice where it's taken here by the Crimson Knights. And Caranasos puts it on goal. The save made by McCauley, and it comes back to center ice.
Yeah, big juicy rebound popped out, but Wall unable to capitalize.
So the Crimson Knights flip it back ahead. And a whistle blows the play dead. Wall Township defeating Johnson Regional at a Clark 9-1 in the first round. They played here at the MENNEN Arena in the second round of the state tournament, upending Roxbury 5-3. Then a tough defensive battle against Mahwah. They beat the Thunderbirds 1-0 and then exploded for 7 goals against Middletown South in the Public B semifinals, winning that 7-3.
This, however, of course, a huge step up in competition. The top-seeded Panthers of Glen Rock.
Matt Maselli takes it here for Glen Rock, and he puts it on the stick there of John Lamacchia. Here's an opportunity in front. Wall able to poke it away. Good job defensively for the Crimson Knights. Zach Tarantino carries in. Here's a shot, and the save made by McCauley. Good shot by Larry Hooper, who has 14 goals on the year for the Crimson Knights.
And Hooper slams his stick down to the ice in frustration. Open opportunity. Nice save with no rebound, but he has been a ball of energy in this first few minutes of the first period.
Face-off comes to the right of Glen Rock goalie Ryan McCauley. Comes back to the blue line, and winding up with the shot is Bobby Seeliger. It goes behind the goal. Hooper draws 2 Glen Rock defenders, and the Panthers able to take it away. Kinney flips it up towards center ice and back to retrieve the puck for Wall. They dump it back to center as well. Wall gets it back on the backline defense. 9.5 remaining here in the first period. No score in the Public B championship. The Public A title won last night by the Ridge Red Devils, who defeated Watchung Hills 2-1. And then earlier today here at the MENNEN Arena, a tremendous game for the non-public championship as Del Barton won their 12th state championship, defeating Don Bosco Prep by that exact same score, 2-1.
Yeah, so if you're into numbers, then you might have a 2-1 result again here in the third matchup.
Here comes Wall Township quickly up ice. Taken away. Good defensive play by Leo Paulica of Glen Rock. He flips to Matt Maselli. Maselli a backhand shot, and Paulica trying to follow up in front of the goal. Kicked out of there by Wall, and here come the Crimson Knights up ahead. Zach Texter. Texter weaves through the defense. That shot goes to the side of the net, taken by Karanassos. Karanassos digs it out here for the Knights behind the goal, and it comes over on the near side boards. Glen Rock keeps it in, and we've got a whistle.
I think the net was off its hinges, so we'll have a stoppage here with 8:19 to go in the first period.
Well, Wall Township with those 18 wins this year, Dylan, they have a nice win over Middletown South during the regular season. Played CBA tough. They lost to CBA 3-0, but played the Colts very tough in that game. Document Glen Rock's regular season record. Glen Rock only 3 losses on the year. Those 3 losses, Bergen Catholic, Don Bosco in the Bergen County Championship, and Lakeland. They haven't lost to a public school team since November 27th.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about how it's taken them some time to get into the system, and that loss to Bergen that they had in, I think it was December, really kind of woke them up and got them going. They went on a nice run. They even tied, I believe it was St. Peter's, non-public.
Big hit delivered on the far side. Here's a giveaway in front. The shot and the save made by Beatty. So another good save by Logan Beatty. And the Wall Township crowd gives him a hand. Good crowd here from Wall. And it's a far drive. It's about an hour and a half from the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, maybe some buses made their way up here.
But they are here in full force to root on the Crimson Knights. Here comes Wall Township quickly across the blue line. Good move, and the shot's just wide. A beautiful move by Shane Haviland, the captain of this Wall Township team, the Shore Conference MVP, over 100 career points and a 36-goal scorer this year.
Yeah, and then Tarantino unable to get the puck on target. He had the open shot, put it over the net.
Wall digs it out. Again, good maneuver, but it goes off the side of the net. Wall Township getting some opportunities here. And icing is the call. Face-off will come all the way down in the Glen Rock zone. 6:57 remaining first period, no score here in the Public B Championship.
Yeah, you're right. They've come to play, Wall has, and it's their first time. They don't seem to have those nerves that you see usually from a first-time finalist like we saw a year ago with Glen Rock.
Face-off controlled by the Crimson Knights, but Glen Rock able to flip it up towards center ice where it's gloved there by Ryan Burns. All-short second-team player for the Crimson Knights. Here's Haviland. Haviland sends it behind the goal, and getting there quickly is Colin Morrow of Glen Rock. He flips it over onto the near side boards. Peter Cassidy, a 20-goal scorer for the Panthers, able to get to it, but Wall Township recovers defensively. Then trying to poke it away is Haviland. He steals. Actually, that's Hooper. He takes the shot. It was Larry Hooper with the steal and an opportunity to score, but a nice save by McCauley.
Yeah, Hooper has been super in this first few minutes of the first. Let me tell you. First, he impressed me just with his physicality, finishing checks the way he did, and now 2 scoring opportunities for Hooper. He's got 14 goals on the season.
It's slightly confusing. Hooper wears number 18 and Haviland 19.
Maybe by design.
But we'll get the handle on that. Here is Wall Township, flips it up ahead to the blue line, where it's played there by Patrick Smith of Glen Rock. Going back to play it, Seelinger for Wall Township. Takes it behind the goal. Good check delivered there by Glen Rock's Jared Brazel. And it comes back to the blue line, and Wall skates up across center ice.
Patty Smith, big hit at the blue line.
Crimson Knights flip it in. Ryan Burns sends it behind the goal. 5.5 remaining of the first. No score here in the Public B title game. Patrick Smith it's Bobby Seelinger goes back to get it for Wall Township, and he sends it across ice, intercepted by Glen Rock. Eddie Corvelli skates in, he fires high up over the crossbar. And it goes up out of play, up over the net.
Yeah, Kinney had the steal that sent Corvelli on his way, and Corvelli put his shot, thought it was on target and knocked away, but he might have not put it on goal because of face-off out of the zone.
The face-off comes just outside the blue line. 5 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the first period here at the MENNEN Arena in front of a huge crowd for the Public B Championship. There's been great crowds for all 3 games now. Last night, the Public A, just about a sellout here at the MENNEN Arena, and of course a great crowd for the non-Public Championship as well. And a whistle at center ice. That's just, I believe, offside called, so the face-off will come outside the blue line.
No, you're right, though, Lou, about the crowds. You know, we mentioned it last night. I think the kids, because they thought they were playing at the Rock, as was the case the last couple of years, they look forward to getting the opportunity to play at the Prudential Center. But you really can't match the noise level and the ambiance, if you will, at MENNEN Arena at the Rock. I mean, Rock, obviously, huge arena. And here at MENNEN, you've got just, they're packed in. Everyone's right here. Big hit by the near boards.
Played by Leo Polica of Glen Rock. He flips it into the Wall Township zone and trying to dig it out on the near side is Lamakia. A lot of hard hits in the boards on the near side. In front, the shot, score! Peter Cassidy puts it home for Glen Rock, and the Panthers take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that came on a delayed penalty, so Glen Rock had the chance to get the extra skater on, and just seconds later, Cassidy scores the pivotal first goal of the game, and there you see the Glen Rock fans loving it.
Cassidy, his 21st goal of the year, and he gives Glen Rock a 1-0 lead. 4 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the first period. Face-off won by Glen Rock. Here's Kinney, skates in. He fires, gets his own rebound, and goes off of the shoulder of Beatty. Wall Township trying to break across the blue line, stolen by Kinney. Kinney gives it to Corvelli, and he lights the lamp.
Just a drop pass from Kinney to Corvelli. He goes 5-hole, and Glen Rock is rocking right now. 2 goals in short succession. Has the Panthers ahead 2-0.
So
they didn't even get a chance, Lou, to announce the first goal yet when Corvelli scores the second.
Well, the Panthers go up by 2 early, so Wall Township has a big mountain to climb here early on with 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first period. That pass intercepted by Paulika. He sends it up ahead. Peter Cassidy gives chase. It's taken here by Matt Maselli. He puts it towards the goal, and then John Lamacchia almost able to clean up there for Glen Rock. He was very close to giving the Panthers a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, these Panthers are flying right now.
Wall Township trying to get it out of their own zone, but Glen Rock intercepts in the corner. This comes back outside now to Maselli. Maselli circles around, comes back to the blue line. That shot goes towards the goal, and Beatty able to make the stop. Little pushing and shoving, and a little trash talking, I think, as well, in front of the goal between the Panthers and the Crimson Knights.
A little chirping, nothing wrong with that.
Lamacchia skates off towards the bench. He's a fiery player for Glen Rock. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first period. Glen Rock trying to win their first ever state championship, and they lead it 2-0. The Panthers, as we said, a very tough schedule in this tournament. Their first round, they defeated Jackson Memorial 3-0, then Summit 3-1. And in the semifinals, they knocked off Middletown North 4-1 at the Cody Arena. Here's a shot by Haviland, and that was right on target. Ryan McCauley makes the save chest high. Three minutes left in the first. Puck played here and taken by Wall Township. Crimson Knights obviously need to get one. They're down by 2. Played here by Glen Rock's Colin Morrow. Slapped ahead. By the way, Kinney got that assist, his 29th assist of the year on that second goal. He's a guy who has 28 goals and 29 assists. That's pretty consistent. 3 goals and an assist in the semifinal win over Middletown North. All-time leading scorer for Glen Rock in their hockey history. Intercepted by Wall Township. At center ice, put right on the stick of David Roberson. He unleashes a shot. The rebound came loose in front as McCauley made the stop. And then the Panthers flip it down the ice. Stops the clock with 2:03 remaining in the first period. You see Cassidy, his 21st goal from Lamacchia at 10:36. And Corvelli, his 16th from Jake Kinney at 11:06. 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Giving chase is Hooper behind the goals. Played solid first period for Wall Township. Glen Rock breaks out with it. Kinney flying across the blue line. Gets around 2 defenders. It comes to Corvelli. Corvelli in the corner. Bangs it off the boards. Kinney gives chase, but Seeliger gets over there. And then Kinney gets it right back, though. He flips it across ice. And finally, Wall Township able to knock it away there. Haviland flips his stick at it, and he's got the puck right here for the Crimson Knights. Nice pass up ahead, but it's a little bit too far for Hooper. And then Hooper and Patrick Smith get tied up at center ice.
You know, Lou, forgot to mention in all the excitement of the first game, you know, I don't know. We come to MENNEN, you and I, and there's some star sightings. Last year, we were hanging out with Danny Briere, former Philadelphia Flyer great, and this year we're getting ready to do our open, and there's Al Leiter saying, hey, boys.
Yeah, there's this pass in front, backhand shot, score! Matt Maselli flips it up over the shoulder of Beatty. A tremendous pass in front, and Maselli puts it home, and Glen Rock leads 3-0.
Oh, man, if you're Anthony Yelovich, this is the start that you want from Glen Rock. I don't know if you could have expected a better first period. Maselli finishing the goal in front, his 17th goal of the year.
The Panthers rolling here in this first period. They're up by 3. This Wall Township crowd stunned. It's been a magical run for their Crimson Knights in this tournament. But this Glen Rock team, one of the best in the tri-state. Here's Corbelli, puts it off the side of the net. Puck loose in front, still loose. Look at the Panthers swarming in front of the goal. Finally, Wall Township able to bring it up across center ice. 20 seconds remaining. Here's Kinney. Kinney gives to Corvelli. Corvelli skates in. His shot's deflected. Then he tries to knock it down with his glove in front of the goal. 10 seconds left in the first. Comes back outside. And Wall Township able to clear it out to center ice. And with 3 seconds, it's dumped in there by Colin Morrow. The first period comes to an end. And the Glen Rock fans are on their feet. Period number 1 in the books, and Glen Rock leads it by the score of 3-0. What a first period for the Panthers.
And again, you see an Anthony Yelovich walk off with his team, wipe it off the board. I'm not sure if in his pregame he could have ever imagined he'd have a 3-goal lead after the first period. No doubt, though, the message in that locker room is stay on course. We can't stray from what we're doing. We've got to continue to add on to the lead. We've got to tack on because you know that the guys from Wall, they're going to be in the locker room. They're going to be chomping at the bit to come back out and cut their deficit down.
So our score after 1 in the non-public B state championship game. Glen Rock 3, Wall Township 0. Second period upcoming from the MENNEN Arena here on News 12, Varsity's Game Time.
Who will rise higher, dunk harder, and go farther? The playoffs are here. Tune to News 12 Varsity all postseason long.
Welcome back to News 12 Varsity's Game Time. Lou Brogno, Dylan Butler here at the MENNEN Arena, where Glen Rock, with a furious first period, leads Wall Township 3-0 in the Public B state championship game. And all Glen Rock as the Panthers lit up the lamp 3 times. It was Cassidy, his 21st goal from Lamakia at 10:46 to give the Panthers a 1-0 lead. Then Eddie Corvelli, his 16th. Jake Kinney on the assist at 11:06. And Maselli, his 17th from Lamakia and Cassidy at 14:04. 3-0, the Panthers on top. And they outshot Wall Township 12-6 in that first period. So Wall's got a hill to climb. Let's see if the Crimson Knights can get back into the game here in the early portions of this second period.
And I think if you're Wall in the locker room, your focus is on, and it's cliche to say as there's icing 6 seconds in, it's 1 goal at a time. This isn't basketball. There is no three-point shot. So you've just got to chip away at Glen Rock, but you've got to be smart about it too, because you can't yet take chances and push numbers forward because Glen Rock is so dangerous.
Face-off comes to the right of Ryan McCauley in goal for Glen Rock. Panthers trying to clear it out of their own zone, and they do. Wall Township skating left to right on your screen here in this second period. Thought they might have a breakaway opportunity there, but Glen Rock got back on defense. Into the corner, chasing it down is Paulika of Glen Rock. Comes now to center ice, to the stick of Derek Kelly. Kelly slips down in front of the Glen Rock bench. A long shot is right on the mark, but sticked aside easily by Logan Beatty. And here comes Wall Township. Zach Tarantino. Tarantino feeds it to Hooper. Hooper flips it back towards the blue line where it's sent in by the Crimson Knights. Wall Township, 18-6-2. They won the Down Cup this year. Their first Down Cup championship, defeating St. John Vianney. That's the Shore Conference Cup championship. And it was their first one ever in their school history. So very successful season. Here's a steal by Peter Cassidy. He sends it towards the goal. And then Glen Rock poking at Beatty. And here's another push. And tempers flaring a little bit afterwards.
Well, you can't, look, if you're Wall, you're obviously losing 3-0, but also you can't allow Glen Rock players to take pokes. And the reason there isn't a penalty is because the refs certainly understand that as well.
Face off to the right. Beatty comes back outside to the blue line. Glen Rock dumps it right back in. This Glen Rock team, we talked about their 21-3-4 record. They've had some huge wins this year. They beat Morris Knowles, and they defeated the Public A champion Ridge by the score of 5-2.
Yeah, they are the top, certainly in our rankings, the highest ranked public school, and they've been that for a while.
That shot goes wide of the goal. Looks like gonna have a penalty here, perhaps. Let's see. Yep.
It's an elbow against Glen Rock, I believe.
And this is going to give Wall Township a power play opportunity. Our first penalty of the day. There were none in the non-public championship game. And our first penalty of this game.
Yeah, it looks like it's on Morrity for the elbow.
The crowd giving Joe Morrity, the Wall Township fans were cheering at him, heckling him as he went into the box, and he turned around and put up 3 fingers. Like, in other words, we have 3 on the scoreboard. Gamesmanship.
A little bit, yeah. But this is a huge power play for Wall. As we said, they got to chip away and a conversation here with the refs. And it ends, and this is big. If they can get a power play goal here, they're right back in this.
Glen Rock tries to clear it out. And Corvelli, what a job. Gave up his body to flip it out of the zone.
Crashed hard on the boards. He's okay, though.
So Wall starts up here, 1:45 on the power play. Glen Rock, though, gets possession of the puck, and again, they flip it all the way down the ice. Going back to play it, Ryan Burns here for the Crimson Knights, and he's got it for Wall Township. Comes up to the stick of Zach Tarantino. Tarantino, nice move across the blue line. Puts the brakes on, looks to set it up. Comes back outside to Burns. Burns takes a long shot. That is sticked aside by McCauley. It goes behind the goal. Wall Township trying to get it to some of their sharpshooters. Haviland out there. Hooper, Tarantino as well. It comes to the top. Burns. Shot is deflected, and Glen Rock the other way. Here's Kinney, shorthanded. Jake Kinney drives in, and he's ridden off the puck by Burns. A good play by Ryan Burns, because Kinney is very tough in the open ice. Here comes Hooper. Hooper flips on the other side to Haviland. He takes it behind the goal. Haviland, the all-time leading scorer for Wall Township. He's got 36 goals this year. He's trying to set himself up to pull the trigger, but could not. Burns goes behind the goal. And then Tarantino plays it in the corner here for the Knights. Haviland goes across with that pass. It's kept in by Burns as he slaps it in behind the goal. Seelinger trying to dig it out there for Wall Township. Hooper kicks it free. 20 seconds on the power play. And Tarantino can't control it, and Glen Rock sends it out of the zone.
Yeah, what work. What a great job that was by Leo Paulika.
And it's dumped back in. Power play has been extinguished. Glen Rock kills off the penalty. Under 11 minutes now left here in the second period. And Glen Rock has a 3-0 lead on 3 first period goals. Big open ice check delivered by John Lamacchia. Then Seelinger takes the shot, and McCauley makes the glove save. And again, a little bit of pushing to the side of the net.
Yeah, emotions are high, of course, and frustration for Wall, no doubt. But again, the officials doing a great job understanding the situation and letting the boys play a little bit.
Face off to the right of Ryan McCauley. Controlled by Glen Rock. Panthers take it behind the goal. Up ahead, trying to feed Lamacchia. He pokes it ahead. And then Matt Maselli already has a goal in this game. He's ridden away from the puck by 2 defenders in the corner. Check delivered there by Peter Cassidy of the Panthers. Wall Township sends it on the near side. And you see working hard there is Colin Morrow to get it free, and then Maselli took a shot, but it was well wide. More physical play on the far side. Cassidy gets tied up. Wall digs it out at center ice, and again the Panthers flip it all the way back into the Wall zone. That shot comes all the way through, but past the goal, and icing is the call. 9:45 remaining, second period. Glen Rock 3 and Wall Township nothing.
So Lou, of course, will have highlights of these games, an exciting behind-the-scenes look at Glen Rock as they prepared for their second consecutive Corvelli fans in a shot out of the face-off, second consecutive trip to the Public B Championship. We'll have that all on Morning Skate this week.
And McCauley able to make another stop. This time the face-off will be in the Glen Rock end.
And also up in the Hudson Valley, Lou, Mamaroneck and Pelham both again winning their regional quarterfinals. They are both in the Final Four heading up to Buffalo. Mamaroneck trying to win a second straight New York State title. Pelham looking for their first.
Both outstanding teams. Had the pleasure of calling the Section 1 finals last week.
Yeah, I was going to actually join you up there at Brewster Ice Arena, but continued going north and went all the way up to Saugerties to watch East Islip take on Kings Park Comac. Kings Park Comac winning their first state championship.
That shot deflected in front, did not go all the way through. Glen Rock trying to tee it up, and Corvelli backhands it into the corner. Gloved at center ice there by Zach Tarantino. Here is Wall. Oh, what a defensive play by Patrick Smith to knock it away.
Hey, we've called his name a few times. You saw the little bit of a dangle by Haviland, then Smith just ate him up, got rid of that puck.
Here's Kinney at the blue line, flips to Corvelli. Corvelli skating in, gets around the defender and tries to center, but nobody home there for the Panthers. Tarantino sends it all the way down the ice. And Paulika gives chase there for Glen Rock. He bangs it off the near side boards. And it comes to center ice where it's played here by Wall Township. The Crimson Knight student body trying to get their team fired up. They made that long trip from the Jersey Shore. And they still have a lot of spirit and a lot of fire.
And there's the Glen Rock fans on the opposite side. And you know, I remember speaking to their coach a year ago, Sergio Fernandez, and said, the rock that is in the middle of town is
right.
from Canada. So clearly, hockey is Glen Rock sport.
Oh, there you go. Sergio Fernandez, the coach last year, stepped down after last season. Anthony Yelovich came in his first season. He coached at Nutley. He was a great player at Clifton.
Yeah.
Leading scorer in the state in 2006. That's poked towards the goal.
Yeah, 99 points that year.
Here comes Wall Township. And that shot is off the mark. And a whistle stops play. 7:50 remaining second period. It's 3-0, Glen Rock. Panthers trying to win their first ever state championship in hockey. Of course, Glen Rock in most sports a very small school. Group 2. Group 1 some years.
And that's what's made this run so impressive is that, you know, they've sought out. They've played tough teams. And, you know, they've beaten the big boys in Public A. They've beaten non-public teams. They've played the non-publics tight. So Yelovich clearly going out and finding the best competition for his boys.
There's a shot towards the goal and stopped by McCauley, who's been sharp so far for the Panthers.
Yeah, he's made 10 saves thus far.
7:13 left in the second period. Still 3-0 Glen Rock. Faceoff will come to the right of Ryan McCauley. Kinney goes in there to take the faceoff for the Panthers. Patrick Smith flips it over to Paulika, who sends it along the boards. Now long shot taken there by Seelinger. He gets it back. Sends it across the ice to Burns. Ryan Burns backhands it into the corner. And Patrick Smith gets there for Glen Rock. Puts it on the stick of Derek Kelly, who feeds it up ahead to Corvelli. Corvelli leads for Kinney. Kinney skates in, tries to center. Corvelli gets it back to the blue line. There's the shot in front. The rebound is sent all the way down the ice by Wall. And McCauley covers up. .6:29 remaining in the second period. Glen Rock, the number 1 seed, trying to build on this 3-0 lead right now. Faceoff is in their zone. Taken by Wall Township, skating in Haviland. Great pass in front, and Hooper just shoots it wide. Haviland with another brilliant pass, and McCauley able to take that puck, which was fluttering around in the air in front of him.
Yeah, so you see really Wall buzzing right now, trying to get that first goal, and you just kind of wonder if they can get that first one, what that'll mean to them going in to the break.
Matt Maselli takes the face-off for Glen Rock. And again, McCauley makes the stop. Well, the Wall fans are encouraging their team. The Crimson Knights are getting some shots on goal here in this second period.
But they're not getting too many rebounds.
In front, now behind the goal, is Patrick Smith. He goes to Corvelli, far side for the Panthers. He sends it high in the air, up to center ice. Smith gets to the puck first, but then Wall able to dig it out momentarily. Kinney leaves it over for Kelly. Kelly back to Kinney, takes the shot, and the save made by Beatty. Five minutes, 45 seconds left in the second period. Face-off controlled by Wall Township. Taken here by Sean Key. He's just a freshman. Voted the top freshman on this team this year. Glen Rock looking to get it out of their zone. It's shoveled up ahead. Jared Brazel, he's got it on the far side for Glen Rock. And it's dumped in from center ice there by Colin Morrow. The blue line, here's Jack Texter. Texter sends it up ahead, and it's dished back to center by Morrow. And again, Seelinger brings it in, and he's offside.
Hey, Lou, it just seems that since maybe the power play that Wall had, that they've taken the momentum, and they've gotten more of the puck. They're in the offensive zone now pretty steadily, but again, they're getting those one-and-out shots where there's no rebounds. Shots now 15-13 in favor of Glen Rock, but the biggest difference, of course, is that 3-0 on the scoreboard.
Long pass up ahead to Cassidy. Here's Cassidy. Cassidy takes a shot that whistles wide. Comes back outside. Cassidy again. He scores. Peter Cassidy rips one by Logan Beatty, and it's 4-0 Glen Rock.
Yeah, Cassidy was lined up. It seemed like forever. The puck came back out to him in the left circle, and he just unleashed a wrist shot into the goal. So we just mentioned all that momentum that Wall seemed to have, and then Cassidy takes it away with the goal.
So it's a 4-0 Glen Rock lead with 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the second period. Stolen by the Panthers. Jake Kinney tries to pass it up ahead to himself, if you will, but Wall gets back defensively. Now a shot from the blue line goes wide, taken by Patrick Smith. The Panthers just flying around the ice right now. Up along the near side, it's played by Kinney. Kinney across center ice. Kinney across the blue line. Kinney still has it. Could not tee up the shot. And it's taken away by Haviland momentarily. But then Polika gets to it for Glen Rock. Goes across. Finds Brazel. This is Brazel. Brazel skates in and takes the shot. It goes off the side of the net. Polika keeps it in for Glen Rock. Puck loose in front. Comes back across the blue line. Haviland does a good job to shovel it ahead to Tarantino. In the corner, Tarantino still has it. Goes across Haviland, trying to get a shot off, but Glen Rock swarming on defense. And the puck sent back to center ice where Ryan Burns goes back to play it there for the Crimson Knights. Burns takes it behind the goal. And it's restolen by Glen Rock. Polika sends it up ahead. Now across the blue line. And back to center ice.
I feel like that goal really has taken a lot of the wind out of Wall's sails, where they were pretty excited a moment ago, and big hit along the boards by Lamacchia.
Yeah, Lamacchia delivers a big check into the boards. He is a physical, scrappy player out there.
Yeah.
Can skate too. He flies down the ice, gets to it in the corner, delivers another check, and then delivers another.
Loses his twig.
And then
Talks to the ref.
Caught up there with Brian Burns. Here's opportunity in front. McCauley makes the stop. Things getting physical out there. And look who's there again, Lamacchia. Lamacchia just looking for anybody out there to hit with a crimson jersey. I love the way he plays.
And Lamacchia is racking up the assist. He got the lone assist on Cassidy's goal. That's his third of the game.
Maselli tried a drop pass, but nobody was there for Glen Rock. Here comes Wall the other way, and Corvelli gets to it, dishes it up ahead, tries to feed it to Maselli. He just hops over the bench for Glen Rock as the Panthers make a change. 1:25 remaining, second period. Glen Rock up 4-0. Wall Township skates in and is taken away by Kinney. Jake Kinney delivers up a front. It's a breakaway opportunity for Colin Morrow. He shoots and scores.
It has gone all Glen Rock's way, and Morrow on the breakaway. He does not miss his 6th goal of the year. And with 1:07 left in the second period, Glen Rock, 2 late goals in the second. They take a commanding 5-0 lead.
1:07 remaining in the second period. The Panthers up by 5 goals. Going back to play it, Kieran McInnes of Wall Township. Now onto the stick of Haviland. Glen Rock coming back the other way, still skating well, and a big check, and 2 players go at it now, and that's a big penalty. David Roberson delivered that check, and then he's complaining, but he's going to go to the box. And now the Panthers upset with the way Wall handled that situation.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's going to be frustration. There's already 1 player in the box. That's Roberson. He will get a roughing minor, it looks like. And that appears to be the only penalty.
So this will give Glen Rock a power play opportunity. Comes back out. Patrick Smith takes the shot. Glen Rock sets up. Paulika winds up. Shot is deflected. Kinney scores! It's a power play goal for Jake Kinney as he blasts it in. And it's 6-0 Glen Rock.
Well, you give these guys who are so explosive at even strength an opportunity with the extra man, and they will punish you. It only took them 13 seconds of their first power play as Kinney, the all-time leading scorer at Glen Rock, adds on to his amount, and it is all Glen Rock.
His 29th goal of the year. 15 seconds left. And Kinney steals. Kinney feeds in front. Comes back outside. And a big hit delivered on the far side. Wall comes out of there with it. And the second period comes to an end. All Glen Rock. They're up by the score of 6-0. And they'll head to the third period with a huge lead in this championship game. Well, let's send it down to Dan Savarino standing by with Glen Rock's Peter Cassidy.
Second intermission, it's now 6-0 Glen Rock over Wall here in the Public B Championship game. This guy has 2 goals, it's Peter Cassidy, and really it's all about momentum swings for you guys. It came late in the first period, came late in the second period. How do you guys feed off of it?
Well, we kind of came out, we were a little antsy, our coach just calmed us down, and then we stick to the system. We played defense first and we got offense out of it.
You mentioned about defense first, and you guys are very good at holding teams to low percentages. Now you have to do the same thing in the third. How does that continue?
Well, we studied them pretty good, so we know what they're capable of. So we just got to keep playing hard defense, winning battles, and hopefully we'll get a W.
15 minutes away from a state championship. How does it feel?
I hope I don't cry. Last game ever, I don't know, I might cry.
Go enjoy this one. Good luck in the third.
Thank you.
Peter Cassidy has 2 goals tonight. He's 21st and 22nd. Glen Rock now leading 6-0. 3 goals in the last 4 minutes and change in both frames. We'll head to the third period.
All right, Dan, Peter Cassidy with a big game so far for the Panthers. And Glen Rock, a big game overall. They lead it 6-0 going to the third period. Panthers looking to close in on their first ever state title. Third period upcoming here from the MENNEN Arena on News 12 Varsity's Game Time.
Who will rise higher, dunk harder, and go farther? The playoffs are here. Tune to News 12 Varsity all postseason long.
Welcome back to News 12 Varsity's Game Time here at the MENNEN Arena, the 2017 Public B State Championship game here in the Garden State. And Glen Rock is on their way to the championship, at least for the moment. They lead it by the score of 6-0 as we enter the third period. It's been all Glen Rock. And in that second period, once again, they exploded. Cassidy, his 22nd goal from Lomacchia at 10:20. And then Morrow, his 6th goal from Kinney at 13:53. Kinney then scored on the power play, his 29th goal of the season. And Glen Rock out shooting Wall Township 19-15. And the third period begins. Glen Rock will be skating left to right on your screen here in period number 3 as the Panthers look to win their first state championship. They're up by 6. Glen Rock played for the Bergen County title this year, lost to Don Bosco Prep in that game. They did win then the Big North Gold Cup in late February.
Yeah, and that trip to the Bergen County final, as Wall is swarming around the net, that was their first ever trip to the final after beating Bergen Catholic in the semifinals, avenging that loss earlier in the season.
And of course, Glen Rock really turns on the defense when they have the lead in the third period. They're 19-0 this year when holding opponents to 2 goals or less. And of course, Wall Township has not scored in this game yet. Puck loose in front. And winding up to take the shot was Roberson, but couldn't get much on it. And here comes Maselli. Maselli carries in to the zone for Glen Rock, leaves the puck out in front, but nobody there for the Panthers. And then Lomacchia with a big open ice check in the corner. Panthers go back to get it defensively. Comes back to center ice. Here is Caranasos for Wall Township. Dumps it behind the goal. 2 minutes gone by in the third period. Glen Rock in command. Panthers lead it 6-0. Colin Morrow sends it up ahead for the Panthers. It's played at the blue line there by Sean Q of Wall Township. Still a good contingent of Wall Township fans here. Their team has had a terrific year. 18 wins on the year. Of course, as we said, Downed Cup champions. And they're staying right to the end here to cheer on their Crimson Knights. Behind the goal, Seelinger sends it on the far side boards. Kept in by Glen Rock. Polico takes the shot. Then that one skips off the pad of Beatty as he makes the stop.
How about the forecheck by Kinney, huh?
And Glen Rock gets the puck in front. Kinney delivers to Eddie Corvelli, who slaps it in. So Corvelli puts it home. The assist by Kinney. And it's 7-0 Glen Rock.
Yeah, and it was all that hard work by Kinney, chasing the defenseman down and just sending it to Corvelli. All Corvelli had to do is just tap it home.
"12 minutes remaining in the third. Glen Rock with a 7-goal lead. Wall Township still playing hard, trying to dig it out in the corner, trying to get one on the board. Haviland has it here for the Crimson Knights. He flips it into the corner, and that shot goes off the side of the net. Then Hooper chases down there for Wall Township, and it comes all the way back to center and all the way down the ice, where it's gathered up there by Dave Roberson of Wall Township. He skips it on the boards up ahead. Here comes Hooper. Hooper skates in, takes the shot, and a stick save made by McCauley. That one almost got by him.
So second time tonight, Kinney sets up Corvelli. So Corvelli's on 2 goals, Cassidy's on 2 goals, and Glen Rock is 11 minutes from their first ever state championship.
Panthers send it along the far side boards. Wall dumps it back into their own end. Comes back to the blue line where it's played here by Tarantino. His shot is deflected in front. And winding up and sailing it past the goal was Kieran McInnes. Here's Wall Township, carries in behind the goal. Caranasso sends it back outside, and a breakaway chance for Glen Rock. They have a 2-on-1. Jared Brazel sends it in front, and everybody goes flying there. As Spencer Jeffries went over the top of the goalkeeper, Logan Beatty, and the net as well.
Yeah, Jeffries with a good opportunity on a 2-on-1 break, unable to capitalize, and we'll have a face-off to the goaltenders, looks like right.
10 minutes, 14 seconds left in the game. 7-0 Glen Rock. Wall Township sends it back to center ice, and the Panthers flip it right back in. Playing it behind the goal there for Wall Township, Nick Casase. Intercepted by Paulika of Glen Rock. He goes behind the goal again, played by Karanassos. And the Crimson Knights send a pass up ahead, past the stick of Noah Lozano. Well, with a 7-0 game, you're seeing both coaches also sending out some different names, some different players we hadn't talked about earlier, giving them an opportunity to play in a state championship game.
Yeah, and that's memories for a lifetime, without a doubt, for some guys, you know, who work hard during the year, who put the work in practice, and with a large lead, they get a chance to get some ice time.
Wall trying to dig it out. They do. Here come the Crimson Knights. It's a 3-on-2, and a shot rifled in by Bobby Seelinger. And a big hit on the near side again. And there's a shot. Score! Went up over the shoulder of Beatty. Looked like Rob Fenton. See if we get that number. Looks like 23, Rob Fenton on the goal for Glen Rock.
And that's goal number 4 on the season. Fenton's taking a full lap around the ice. He will take this tape. He will save it. He will show it to his kids and his grandkids, and you see the smiles on the Glen Rock bench.
The lap around the ice. That was the
that
was the funny moment of the night.
We might have that might be the best Sally of the year.
It's 8-0 Glen Rock. 9 minutes and 12 seconds remaining, icing the call. And the face-off comes down in the Glen Rock end.
I thought he was just going over to talk to his goaltender, and then he lapped around him. Well, that's not the case.
They're saying it was 50. It was definitely 23 who scored the goal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long day.
Face-off comes down.
I think that'll get corrected.
Here comes Glen Rock. There's a shot that goes wide.
Well, we will officially put it up as Fenton, his fourth, at 5:42 of the third.
There's a shot. Save made by Beatty. Comes out to center ice. And icing the call. 8 minutes and 26 seconds remaining.
You know, not that it's been a story of this game, but Wall 0 for 1 on the power play, and Glen Rock capitalizing on their only opportunity with the extra man.
Well, the Glen Rock students sticking up for Fenton, they started a cheer, "We want Fenton."
How about that? You score a rare goal in the season in the state championship game, and they don't announce your name. Poor kid. We got you, buddy.
The shot goes wide. Now stolen here by Spencer Jeffries. Comes up on the near side. 7:45 left in the third period. Glen Rock with an 8-0 lead.
And that's 8 goals on 25 shots. That's production.
The Panthers have really played an outstanding game here in this championship tilt. In every facet of the game. Taken away by Corvelli. He sends it towards the goal. That's sticked aside there by Beatty. 26 shots on goal now for the Panthers. So Lozano brings it in. And Fenton back out there, sends it up ahead. Bobby Seeliger across the blue line. Seeliger skates in and sends it towards the goal. McCauley makes the save.
Yeah, there is but one question left in this game, with Glen Rock leading 8-0 with 6.5 to go.
And there it is.
Yeah.
Wall Township.
That wasn't me. I didn't
Gets
do it.
one.
I didn't even say the word.
Looks like Colin Gabadza, number 37. It looked like 37. I'm pretty sure that's who scored that goal.
Maybe they'll announce it as Kinney.
That's him. So he flips it in. And they're on the board. It's 8-1.
So what I was just saying, strike that.
Wall sends it back into the zone. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
I believe that was his first goal of the year.
And it was Gabadza who got the goal. Robertson carries it here for the Crimson Knights. Delivers it back to Sean O'Byrne. And that shot kick save made by McCauley as Caranasos put it on net. Big hit That's center ice delivered by guess who? LaMacchia.
And if I'm some of these Glen Rock guys, I might maybe cut back on a little bit of the hitting, because remember, if you are a junior, if you're a sophomore, if you're coming back next year, suspensions will carry over.
It's true. .505 remaining in the third. 8-1. Glen Rock on top. And almost a pass that got through two defenders. And the Panthers come back the other way, sent it to center ice. Glen Rock about to raise their record to 22-3-4. A sensational year. As we said, their only losses were to Bergen Catholic, Don Bosco, and Lakeland, but that Lakeland loss was on November 27th.
Yeah,
that's a long time ago.
Yeah, one of their first games of the year, and we remember it well a year ago when they were at the Prudential Center and their first trip to the state final. They looked a bit nervous. They didn't play their best game, and they lose in the championship game. But guys like Kinney and Corvelli and the returning guys, they made sure that they would get back to the championship game, and they are now less than 4 minutes away from doing what no other Glen Rock team has done.
While Wall Township still playing hard, and for Mike Dianora, a lot to build on. This team's going to win 18 games this year, poked away by Corvelli. He just dumps it in. They're going to win 18 games.
Yeah.
They won the Dowd Cup. Very successful season for them, getting to the state final. And for Dianora, you know, he started this program 16 years ago. Only coach they've ever had. Shots deflected. It's got to be very satisfying for him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's disappointed with the outcome here tonight.
Well, again, you know, I mean, just use Glen Rock then as your model, right? Because they were in the same boat a year ago. It wasn't the same scoreline, but they lost in their first trip to the state final and came back a year later, and they're going to win it. So I'm sure maybe that's part of what he will tell his guys, that, hey, you know, we've been here, we made it. Now let's get back here next year and win it and finish the job.
Quick turnaround shot. That's deflected there by Ryan Burns. Second team all-short conference performer, a captain on this team. Had a great year, 25 goals, 27 assists for the Crimson Knights. Two minutes and 20 seconds left. Here's Haviland. Haviland across the blue line and has the puck taken away from him. Good play there by Ben Sakic. In front. Knocked away. And the puck sails all the way down the ice.
That's a good job, too, by Yelovich and Glen Rock. No need to embarrass the opponent. They have this game well in hand as a shot is blockered away. They're just dumping a puck down low and letting the clock wind down.
Fenton delivers the pass across. And going back to play it, Larry Hooper really played a solid game for Wall. Minute and a half left. Wall Township fans gotta like this. They're on their feet and they are cheering the Crimson Knights.
And that's back to what you said. You know, it's their first trip here. Let's acknowledge that. Let's give them their due for what has been a spectacular, really the best season in Wall history.
One minute left, and now the Glen Rock students are getting into position to celebrate. Getting down by the glass. 50 seconds remaining.
Those sideboards have seen a lot of celebration these last 3 nights. Every celebration has actually been right where those fans are getting ready to go.
Take it away in the corner. 30 seconds left. Puck comes all the way down, and it is icing. So that faceoff will come in the Glen Rock zone. Cassidy had a big game, cheering on the Glen Rock students. That'll be a fun day tomorrow at Glen Rock High School, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's a good day to wear your jersey in school, I think, right?
25 seconds left in the third period. Glen Rock about to win their first ever state hockey championship.
Maybe not the home whites, though. We're the road ones. The home whites might need some laundering.
Glen Rock just killing the clock here. They dump it down. 7 seconds. You're down to 5. The Glen Rock Panthers are your 2017 New Jersey Public B state champions.
Yeah, they saw Ramsey do this a year ago, and now they get to do it for themselves. Congratulations to the Panthers of Glen Rock and their fans. This is a moment they will remember for a lifetime.
Glen Rock defeats Wall Township by the score of 8-1. And, I mean, to say it was a dominant performance is probably an understatement. That was about as dominant as you can find in a championship game.
Yeah, look, you started with those 3 goals in the first. You tack on 3 more in the second. So we mentioned what perhaps was the message between periods was to keep on the same course. They did just that. They obviously were so dominant in this game and a well-deserved championship for a Glen Rock team. You have to say was the best. You can make the argument best public school, right? Because they beat Ridge,
right?
They beat Morrisstown, the best public school in the state of New Jersey this year.
So the 7th-ranked Panthers of Glen Rock improved to 22-3-4. Wall Township will end their season at 18-7-2. And the Panthers win their first ever state title. And the celebration begins in Glen Rock. Well, Dan Savarino will be standing by with the victorious Panthers. And we'll have that in just a few moments right here on News 12, Varsity's Game Time.
The love, yeah, it's in our souls. The passion, it's in the cheers. And in that pivotal moment, we live and die with every pass, block, steal, and game-winning dunk. And we wouldn't want it any other way. Don't miss a minute. Download the News 12 Varsity app today.
All right, well, thanks, Lou. For the first time in their program's history, Glen Rock state champions. We're here with the captain, Jake Kinney. Jake, you're going out not only the all-time leading scorer here, but now you get a chance to call yourself a champion. How does this feel?
That's an incredible feeling. There's not really words to describe it. I'm just happy to be here with all my teammates and the great coaching staff we've had. It's incredible. It's amazing.
To go from last year playing in this game and then losing, how did you guys use that as your motivation to get back and now be on the winning side?
Yeah, that was in the back of our minds all year. We didn't like the way we came out that game. And, this year we were on a mission, and, we just came out ready to go this game.
Well, in this contest alone, it was all about momentum, and we saw the momentum swings. Late goals in the first, late goals in the second. How do you guys just keep feeding off of that?
It's important not to get frustrated. We were playing a good team. We know they had a good goalie, and, we just had to keep getting shots on net, and, eventually they went in.
You mentioned about the offensive output. 8 goals today. It wasn't just you. It was a lot of different guys getting it done. What does it show about the depth of this group?
Yeah, it's helped us all year. We've had 3 lines and 4 or 5 D that can really play, and, this year it showed.
What are you going to do now?
Celebrate.
Congratulations, Joey.
Thank you very much.
Jake Kinney, the captain for this team. Lou, back to you.
Thanks, Dan. Once again, Glen Rock in decisive fashion wins the Public B New Jersey State Championship. as the Panthers defeat Wall Township by the score of 8-1. That'll do it here from the MENNEN Arena. For Dylan Butler, Dan Savarino, our entire News 12 varsity team, I'm Lou Brogno. Thanks for joining us. Once again, your final score, Glen Rock 8, Wall 1. The Panthers are the 2017 Public B New Jersey state champions.
Who will rise higher, dunk harder, and go farther? The playoffs are here. Tune to News 12 Varsity all postseason long.